It's warm, it's humid, I can't sleep. Let's review a movie. Return of the Jedi, directed by Richard Marquand, I think. Released in 1983. Production budget of $32 million, worldwide taking of $475 million, for a profit of $442 million less all marketing and associated costs. Starring the usual suspects, with some extra Billy D. Williams and a Fursona convention. Okay, so Return of the Jedi, it's the final of the first trilogy, and it was quite a big deal. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching it as a kid. And from what I understand, that's fairly common with most Star Wars fans. If you saw it as a little kid, as a youngling, Return of the Jedi was a favourite because of Ewoks and the speeder bike stuff, the enormous space battles, Luke becoming a proper Jedi, all that sort of thing. Not to mention the dark and nasty Muppet Show at the beginning with Jabba and all the alien cronies, and the Rancor and the Sarlacc pit and everything else. Just brilliant, Gotten older, still really enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but not as much as Empire Strikes Back, because Empire Strikes Back had a deeper story to it, whereas this was a straight up action adventure finale, both of which work, both of which do good things. The first half is my favourite half, however. I just love a desert setting, I really quite enjoy that, and Jabba's palace was a den of nefarious bad guys and stuff like that, Well presented, detailed, and just fun environment to have a sci-fi setting in. A lot of other movies have tried to do that since. It has been a regularly copied scenario, setup, and look. Much like the Mos Eisley Cantina. That's the other one that gets copied a lot. And for good reason, because they're really well done. Iconic. There's the word I was looking for. Iconic. On a total side note, it's really funny where you bump into fellow nerds. I was picking up new batteries for my hearing aid. This side. It's mirrored. And I noticed that the girl serving had a Superman ring on her finger. And we started talking about DC Comics for like 20 minutes. Almost half an hour. Much to the amusement and eventual irritation of my wife. Not as big a fan of the second half. The whole Ewok thing was my favourite as a kid, but it's my least enjoyable part now. I just can't measure up Ewoks beating Imperial Stormtroopers. It does all the jungle traps and tricks, that I understand. Guerrilla warfare, that's incredible. When you got Stormtroopers going, oh no, as 3 to 4 foot teddy bears are beating them with sticks ineffectively, I just can't do that. Although Battlefront 2 had a Ewok hunt scenario. You played as Imperials and hunted down Ewoks. That was fun in a not okay sort of way. But this is a classic finale movie. It's got the bigger and better sequences. It's got some real character development, actual character development and plot depth. And you got the redemption arc for Vader and the death of the Emperor and all that really good stuff in there. And Luke never giving up and Anakin coming back to the good side. That was cool. I still like that. And as far as a finale goes, it's solid work. There are quite a few franchises out there that fail on their last lap. They get to the final and it's a bit of a bomb. This was the opposite. This is one of the few that really stand out as an incredibly good job. Satisfying. That's the word I'm trying to model towards. It's a satisfying finale. And for a long time it was our only finale, unless you got into the books. No, just the books actually. Not much at all went past Return of the Jedi. To be clear, the books did a good job 80% of the time? 70%. 70% of the time. 30% of the books are pretty trash. There's a whole slew of them that I completely ignore because, as far as I'm concerned, that never happened. Then Disney came along and killed it all anyway, so, I'm not entirely upset by that. And then again, they're just cherry picking all the good stuff now anyway, so everyone's winning, kind of, I suppose. Anyway, back on task. But yes, Return of the Jedi. As for score, this goes second from the top. I really quite enjoy it, but it's not my favourite. Still has some very memorable scenes, that speeder bike sequence being one of the best. I'd like to see that made into a decent computer game actually. That'd be fun. So there's my thoughts on Return of the Jedi. Last of the original trilogy, and delivered 2 fan favourites I suppose, Boba Fett and Admiral Piet. So comment down below or on the Facebook page, tell me what you thought. Where do you rank Return of the Jedi in the overall franchise? Anyhow, I'm going to go and try and get some more sleep, and I hope everyone has a great week and get some time to go watch a movie.